You've probably seen these mixes online that have ambient ethereal tracks over breakcore DnB and jungle style drums. In this video we'll be making an atmospheric DnB song. I've included some of the sounds used in the description as a free download.
Watching the time slip away through your hands, you know exactly what you wanna say. Feels like you hardly even made a single plan since you've been lying in your room all day. Back in your mind again, feel like it's got no end. Losing touch and losing friends, when will it ever end? In your heart and in your head, ain't hear those words you said. Laying in the bed again, get up and make yourself just.
Lots of these mixes refer to the tracks as heavenly breakcore or chill breakcore, but they come under an umbrella genre called atmospheric DnB. In breakcore, the focus is on chopping drum breaks quite heavily. Atmospheric DnB involves chopping drum breaks too, but the main focus is on the emotion of the track. You'll often hear vocals and ambient sounds like keys, strings and pads. Many atmospheric DnB songs sample a woman called Imogen Heap. Imogen is a British producer, singer and artist, popular in the early 2000s. She's known for her heavenly vocals and emotional songwriting. In some cases, entire songs of hers have been used, where producers just add a couple drum breaks and change the name of the track. She's largely responsible for creating this subgenre because she allowed producers to use her work after finding out they sampled her. She's a brilliant musician and deserves a lot of credit for this genre even existing. For our track, I used the ghost drum break and this shiny version of the floating break. These were chopped up and layered with a shaker loop. Together they sound like this. When chopping up your breaks, you can drag them into your DAW and use the cut tool. Then you just make cuts and move the drums around to create new patterns. I'm using Ableton, but here's where the cut tool is found in FL Studio. When mixing the drums in this style, I tend to follow this process. The EQ is used to boost the main sounds of the break, like the hi-hats, snare, and kick, along with cutting any rumble or unwanted sounds. Transient master is used to make the drums sound snappier and tighter. As I turn down this knob, notice how the drum break sounds shorter. Saturation helps it cut through the mix. For the bass sounds heard in this track, I used a mixture of jungle 808s and synth bass one-shots, which played this pattern. In this section, we'll cover the melodic elements of this genre. Let's start by opening up the Paint program. Atmospheric DnB is about making the listener feel emotion, whether that's longing, nostalgia, happiness, or even sadness. As music producers, we create emotion through the types of sounds we use. The sounds you just heard, along with every sound in this video, including the drum breaks and basses from earlier, are from my Dreamcore Sound Kit. For that ambient section you just heard, I used the Wind Waker pad and this 90s Reese bass. I recorded my vocals for the song here. It's a wardrobe converted into a vocal recording booth. I got this idea from seeing a video of Travis Scott recording his No Bystanders track.
Centennial man, put the city on slam. She get trippy off Zans, lost 21 grams, and she did it on cam. Wasn't no video dance. Alright.
I use a Bluebird microphone, which connects to my computer through an audio interface. This connects to my laptop, which sits on my lap and controls the software while I record. The wardrobe setup is made of cheap recording foam, which I stuck on with double-sided tape and lots of old coats stuffed inside. I taped a sound-reducing curtain to the top, which hangs over me like in Travis's setup. Finally, I put a square of carpet underneath the mic stand and chair to reduce noise reflections. I'll include links to all this in the description. Here's how the vocals sound dry.
Watching the time slip away through your hands, you know exactly what you wanna say. Feels like you hardly even made a single plan since you've been lying in your room all day.
And here's how they sound after adding these effects.
Watching the time slip away through your hands, you know exactly what you wanna say. Feels like you hardly even made a single plan since you've been lying in your room all day.
I've included a free folder with atmospheric effects sounds in the description. Along with this, there's a link to a free ambient reverb plugin. Also included below is my Dreamcore sample pack. Have fun playing around with the dreamy sounds and the hard drum breaks from this pack. You can create some really emotional atmospheric DnB. Everything mentioned is in the description below. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you're not a robot.